concerned because he tweaked his back. So I was trying to buy him some time because, you know, when you have a kid for 4 years, you know him, and you guys know him, and you know what you're going to see in the second half if you can get to the second half. And so I was just trying to buy him time and figure out what the heck was wrong with him, and because I knew he got hurt, but he wouldn't really tell me too much. And you know, it's just it's amazing what we're getting to see this senior year that he's having. And I just, you know, I asked him if he needed a sub. He says, no, we're winning this game. And always, as a coach, that makes you feel pretty good when you got a guy out there that all the guys believe in, and the coaching staff believes in, and he knows. And
that's what they just said.
Jake just gave it up for the team, and it made a great play. It looked to me, I'm a fairly biased observer, but it looked like a good play, and it was a huge play for us.
Leon, Larry Eustachy, Stu Morrill, Steve Fisher. I mean, how do you navigate your way through this league? Look at all these coaches yourself.
Let me say, Derek Marks is helping with that, no question. And, yeah, it is, and that, you know, I've said that all along too, as far as how great this league is as a basketball league. I mean, you got great coaches, you got great venues to play in. The competition is, especially this year. I mean, this is a fun year for everybody. I mean, Utah State beats Wyoming by 12. I mean, it's just a jumbled mess. And so there's a lot of really good teams. And you just saw one of them tonight. Well, you saw two of them tonight. No question. You saw two of them tonight.
I mean, we talk about Derek, and you know what to expect from him. But you mentioned Jake's play, and I mean, how to get those little plays and stuff. You talk about them, the ones people maybe don't notice, but just to get that from a guy like that, and you got Derek doing his thing. You know, how
well, you know, all those guys are. It took us a little time to settle into our roles, but they're all doing their roles. You know, Mikey got us off at the start of the game, got going, and you know, James was terrific in the second half and had huge rebounds that nobody else can get. You know, in a game like this, we're not the most physical rebounding team, but he went up and got them. And you know, Nick was terrific defensively. He didn't have a lot of shots, but he made those big threes for us. And you know, everybody that played, you know, Iggy had a great defensive effort, had a good little run offensively, and like I said, you just go down the line. Everybody that played really contributed something to this win.
What were you thinking at halftime when you decided to start Iggy over Chandler in the second half? What did he show you in the first half that led to that?
Well, the one thing that Iggy's got, he's got a little grit and a little toughness, and that game seemed like it was all about that. And you know, he'll go dig out boards and he'll scrap, and that game was a, you know, WWE wrestling match, and he's probably a better wrestler than some of the other guys.
There was one point, I think, late in the first half where they had 9 offensive rebounds and you had 9 defensive rebounds. Yeah. And were the balls just bouncing their way?
No, that's what they do so well. And I mean, it's their thing. That you know, they're big, strong guys, and they're, you know, they like I said, they're probably the most consistent rebounding team in the country. And it's a weapon. And it's hard to rise up. You know, it's their habit. Other teams have to rise up to be able to play against them on the boards, and it's hard to do that.
When teams are expecting Derek to play well, and they obviously have game plans for him, what is it that where he's able to just do this consistently now? You know, scoring more than 20 a game now.
Well, he's just, you know, he's such a terrific player, and the big jump that he's made this year is how smart he is. I mean, he didn't seem like he forced much. He, you know, that big, like I said, they came and doubled him. He hits Rob for the left. That was a huge play. And so he makes the right plays at the right time. And, you know, credit Coach Linder. He does a great job of moving the board around and keeping Derek on in his wheelhouse and keeping the space right for our team. And when the space is right and we can allow Derek enough space, it's hard to come double him. And he's such a good passer and good feel. And so, you know, it's the whole package.
It seemed like at times in the second half, you guys would cut it to 3 or 4 or 5, and they'd hit what seemed like a dagger.
Yeah.
You know, 3 or 4 times. What's that say? I think 2 of them, Derek went right down and scored right away. What is the way you got the toughness, I guess, just to not let that get to you?
Yeah, because like I said, I have a ton of respect for Colorado State and how tough they are, and you know, our team was tough enough to win. So that tells me a lot about our team too. So I mean, I think it's just 2 really good basketball teams, and you know, we were probably fortunate enough to make enough big shots at the right time.
Back to Derek for just a moment. Do you think he says the right thing at the right time too? One of the nice things about having a camera and ISOing someone after they score is see him twist the knife a little bit. Does he get in people's heads, defenders' heads, when he's just unstoppable in the second half like that?
No, I don't know about that. I think he just has a passion to play, and he likes the guys on the other teams, and he enjoys competing against them, and has a lot of fun with it. So, but I don't know if there's a cycle. I don't know if you can dismember somebody with your, kids these days are used to all that stuff. That's how they play. But no, he's got a lot of respect for the other team, and he enjoys the competition.
Coach, does your team still live and die a little bit by the 3 ball? It seemed like when you were getting close, you were hitting them, and then when they would pull away when you started. Is this team still a little small? Feel small to you? Live and die by the 3?
I think that's a question that you answered, and you know the answer. Absolutely, that's who we are. I mean, it really is. And now the thing that we can do off it, we can get to the rim. We got some quick guys that can, that's where Mikey can get to the rim, and we can hurt you if when we get this floor spread. But we do. You look at when we play good, we make threes, and we have to make them. And it's a good weapon. And but we have to be able to get to the rim to counteract. Like in the UNLV game, we scored 40 points in the paint. That's when we're really good.